Yeah, hi everyone, welcome to Emsley Lodge for another week. Had a fairly quiet sort of week on the racetrack, only had a couple of runners. I thought Aloof probably went really good at Sale and Sale Cup Day. Geez, the winner's just a nice horse, it broke the track records. It's actually the winner, ran the fastest 9.55 ever run. It ran 54.54, so it's an absolute speedster, and I'm still not convinced it really handled a heavy track, but it sort of beat us pretty easily. We sort of battled away, probably a bit stiff not to run second, just got bobbed right on the line for second, but I thought he probably ran up to his best. Last time in he sort of wasn't hitting the line at all, that horse, where this time in he looks like the old Aloof's back again. He sort of, puts himself in a really good spot and he toughs it out to the line. He just absolutely ran into a horse that was too good for him through the week, but he looks like he's pretty close to a win, old Aloof. Okay, now runners this week. A couple of runners at the Valley Friday night. Phil the Flute, she's look, it's going as good as she can go. Surprised me what price she is on Friday night. I don't think she deserves to be that sort of price. She's about 20 to 1. I think she's probably, I reckon she's probably a 10 to 1 shot in that race. The horses in the race are only horses that are sort of racing and being competitive in this grade. They're not being competitive in anything above this grade. So, benchmark 70 for mares, that's sort of Phil the Flute all over. She's top weight in the race, so that probably tells you a bit. With the claim, she gets in okay. She's only going to carry a little bit over the minimum. So, I don't think she deserves to be that price. Drawn sort of an awkward gate, but, she's quick. She's out of the gate. She'll give a kick out of the gates and go across them. There's only two other horses that go forward in the race, so she should be able to sort of lead up or sit outside the leader, but I'll tell you what, she'll go a lot better than a 20 to 1 shot will go. What else we got? Calabata, she went great Geelong Cup Day, just hit the line hard, so she's only got beaten a couple of lengths. The horses that'll probably start in the betting in this race on Friday night are horses that only finished around her, a little bit in front of her at Geelong. So what we've done, we've gone with the claim. So we're going to meet those horses at least 2 kilos better. An extra 100 metres at the end of it, the end of the race, is probably only going to help us rather than help them. So she's just drawn to sort of be probably 3 pairs back and on the outside, which allows her to sort of get to the half mile and pull out to the middle of the track and sort of make one nice big long run around them. So she could not possibly be in better condition, so she'll get her chance. We raced her the other day and we scanned her straight after, and she still had nothing there as far as the breeding side of things goes. So we'll just continue to monitor that, and as soon as she sort of puts up a little follicle that we can think that she can get pregnant with, we will send her straight off to stud and get her pregnant. And I don't know what we'll do with her. We'll keep her in work, or we'll just sort of send her off to stud and retire her. I'm not sure, but she had a couple of goes at getting in foal, and she actually got in foal last 2 years, but just couldn't carry the foal. So hopefully a really fit, healthy racehorse getting in foal will be a little bit of an advantage. Okay, Monday Ballarat, a couple of really nice first starters. A filly called Lady Canford, she's okay. She's got really sick as a young horse and had to have surgery and all that sort of stuff. And she's had a lot of time off, and she's come back in. We'll give her a couple of trials. She was a bit of a knucklehead runner. She was just an absolute speed horse, and we just had to take her to sort of get her to relax a little bit. And I think she's pretty good. Gave her a trial the other day and sort of jumped out and rode her off the speed, and she was pretty good. So she's ready to go to the races. Nice big long run in there from the 1200 metre start there at Ballarat. So she'll get her chance to sort of show up there. Hopefully she can earn a little bit of prize money, learn a little bit more. She's horribly green, just a bit hesitant going through between other horses and that sort of stuff, which only racing will improve. Miletus, now this is Macrobius's little brother. He's a beautiful type of horse. He's a real striking sort of type. He's had a few trials and he's ready to go. These Olympic glories are showing that they can really run a big trip. So we'll just ride him off the speed, have him hitting the line. His trials have been good, been hitting the line nice and hard. His track work here is definitely improving. So, the more he does, the better he gets. So I'll probably step him out to 1400 on Monday, ride him sort of midfieldish or a little bit off midfield, have him hitting the line, then go up to a mile and a quarter. But a beautiful horse. I've no doubt he'll win plenty of races. He's just got to get it through his head what we want him to do. But spring 3-year-old that can stay. Be really interesting to see how he goes.
G'day guys, welcome to Around the Stables. This week's horse is a Canford Cliffs mare called Lady Canford. Really fortunate to get her to train. She actually had a lot of issues as a young horse. She actually had to have surgery on her neck, which is highly unusual surgery. But fortunately enough for us, she's come through it, and she's had a long time off. But this is sort of our first sort of prep with her, and she certainly shows us enough here at the farm. We were sort of maybe a bit surprised by the way she sort of galloped up here at the farm, the sort of speed that she showed. So she had a couple of trials, and now she's ready to go the races. So she'll kick off her career in a 1200 metre fillies and mares maiden at Ballarat on Monday. Certainly fast enough to run a forward race. I'd imagine that she'll be sort of a 1400 metre horse, something around there. I think probably she's going to improve next prep, just being because she has had so much time off, and she's only having her first start as a 4-year-old. But yeah, really keen to get to the races and yeah, see what she can do.
That's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks for watching. I had a really good week this week. A little mare of ours called They Call Me Bolt had her foal by winning Rupert, and as you can see, he's all legs, and but he's an absolute cracking foal, very healthy, and his mum's very healthy too. So always good this time of year, isn't it, when you have a nice little young foal in the place. What else? Melbourne Cup week this week. Interesting, the difference. I can really remember when Sartorius ran in the Melbourne Cup. I followed him up the race, and you walk out of the race where the horses walk up into the enclosure, and the roar of the crowd, 100,000 people sort of all around the place, and it's an atmosphere that you can't replace. And I remember actually taking a breath and sort of thinking, wow, look at that, that's such an exciting thing to be a part of. This year, no crowds. It's just going to be incredible just sort of going to the races. And I've been to the Sale Cup this week and the Bendigo Cup this week, and it was just like a race meeting with like a Monday at bloody Donald or something. It was nothing. And that was their big cup day. So Melbourne Cup Day without the crowds is just going to be something just unbelievable. What else? Well done to Richmond, well done to Brian McKittrick, and everybody there at Richmond beating Geelong in the grand final. Though at the end of the day, they were probably way too good. But anyway, everyone's back to zero again next year. Year of the kangaroo next year. You watch, we're good. We haven't even got a coach. I don't know what we're doing. Anyway, till next week. See you later. Hi everyone, welcome to Emsley Lodge for another week. He bit me again. Get out. Josh, and I hope everyone had a couple of bucks on him, and if this fly keeps buzzing around me,